Hello, hello, hello. Is it dark in here or is it just me? I feel like it's dark. Hello? Is it too dark? Is it too dark? I feel like, oh, maybe if I turn the TV on, it'll light me up a little bit. From over here, I don't want to have to get I don't want to have to get anything. Oh, I think this is fine. It's not the best lighting, but y'all are fine. We're just doing a little live stream. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome. As people start coming in, I'm going to put this on IG, kind of get the word out that we're here. Oh, you know what? It feels so dark. It's because that was so stupid. That's the stupidest thing I've ever done. The brightness on my laptop was like so low. And I was like, why is my stream so dark, bitch? It's the laptop's dim AF. Hello, Nicole, Robin. Hello, welcome to your first live stream. This is a very chill live stream. We like to do live streams in the living room nowadays. It's like my new thing. Hello, Allie, Michelle's Empire. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm just gonna share the stream to my Instagram and stuff, so you guys come do the same thing. Put on your little Twitters, put on your little and IGs, all of the above. Give the stream a cute little like while we're getting everybody here. And let me see. Let's go to Instagram. Just put it out there. And we're live. Hello, Asma. How are you? How are you guys doing? I have a lot to say. We're gonna get into that. I just feel like ranting. I just feel like talking. Honestly, this is gonna be about like work. I'm gonna rant about work and maybe like men and work and just like I don't even know. But we're just gonna talk. I look bad right now. Sheila, hello. Oh my God, hello, girl. Where the hell you been, mama? We love you. Okay, let me tell the people that we're here. Hey guys, I'm chatting live on my YouTube channel now. I have a lot on my mind and I have a lot to get off my chest. If you want to come hang out for a little while on this Sunday evening, I'll see you there. Guys, I'm chatting live on my YouTube channel now. Okay, so let us post the link on here. So many things. I'm trying to be better about like plugging the stream and stuff. Come chat. I just got done eating dinner with Zach and his family. Marva, hello. Finally got a notification. Hopefully everyone's getting their notifications. Oh, Miss, did you get your notification, Miss? Miss got her notification. She did, Miss. Good kitty. Good job, Miss. Welcome. I'm so happy we have Robin here. It's our first live stream. Thank you so much for joining. I love that for you. I love that for me too. I love that for all of us involved. Oh, Miss, I already Miss. It's indecent, Miss. It's not decent what you're doing. It's not decent. Get off the table, Miss. Come on, Miss. Come on, Miss. Be a good kitty, Miss. We get Miss Kitty tonight. You cute girl, you. Look, you have all your fans are here, Miss. You gotta give them a show, baby girl. She hasn't seen me like, because I work Friday nights and then I worked literally all day Saturday and then I worked this morning and then okay, she's out here. And then I worked this morning, then went to dinner at Zach's family's house afterward. So come on. And now Mr. Kitty's saying hello. I haven't said hi to Mr. Kitty since I got home. I literally got home, changed into this like sweater, and then was like, I'm gonna go live for a little bit. So the cats honestly haven't seen me, so you might get a lot of cat action in this live stream. How's everyone doing? Okay, I still need to share the thing to. I think I want to share it to Facebook too. Do I? I don't know actually. It's like some like personal life people are on Facebook, and if I'm going to talk about certain things, I don't want them hearing. It's weird. Like a lot of like the people that I know, my personal life and stuff, you would think that they were like always watch my videos, always were here, all this stuff, but they're not. And I don't really want them to be here for this, so I'm not going to put this on Facebook. I'm going to put it on Twitter though. I have, let's see, come chat. I'm live on YouTube. I'm doing Twitter. I'm live on YouTube. Come chat. Okay, I'm putting it on Twitter. Awesome. So you guys, if you're here and you haven't given the stream a thumbs up yet, give the stream a cute little thumbs up. We appreciate it so much. Also, yeah, hello to all my members in the green writing. You guys, I live for you. I live for you. Thank you so much. And yeah, I just love seeing the chat full of green. So if you're interested in joining the Bell Army and like hanging out and like being a part of that whole thing, it's the less than the price of a Starbucks per month. And it helps my channel out so much. There's like different cool videos I don't post on my channel. Well, they're on my channel, but they're only available to members. So like there's cool videos of just stuff that's not drama, like different aspects of my life and stuff. And I actually am working on a video that I'm starting to work on it this week, rather. I just have a basic idea of what I want it to be. It's going to be my first like long form content video, long form drama video. So it's going to take some research. It might not be out for a week or so, maybe more than that, but it's going to be really good. And I'm going to make that available to members first to get some feedback from my diehard Shelby Bells, my Bell Army. I'm going to get like feedback from them and then take the video live. So if you want first, access to that, then that's going to be there too with the Bell Army. So, yes, I'm getting comments. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Anyway, how was everyone's day today? How are y'all doing? I see all of you guys saying hi to each other in the comments. I love that. How's everyone doing? It's kind of a late night live stream. I have some things we're gonna vent. We're gonna rant. I'm gonna rant and I'm gonna vent. I had a pretty rough day at work today and I just have to get it off my chest. So I'm gonna talk about that. And I'm gonna talk about just things I think that should be and things that shouldn't be. And I'm breaking out because I'm stressed. You see this? Literally, I thought if I took the mask off, I would like get rid of all these problems and stuff. I think that my skin is just purging itself from having worn it so long. But first day of spring is tomorrow. Yay! That's so awesome. I'm so happy it's spring. It was a beautiful day today. It's been beautiful all weekend in Houston. Like I'm talking like 70s, gorgeous weather, and I've been stuck at the restaurant the entire weekend. But yeah, so there's 8 people here and only 5 thumbs up. So if you want to give me a cute little thumbs up, we'd appreciate it so much. I'm going to pull up, I have a theory. So I'm going to test my theory and see how accurate it is. I have a theory that like what I see on the back end on YouTube when I watch things is not really how it is. But I could be wrong. Maybe it is right. I don't know. I had a theory that like everything I couldn't see the real number of people in the chat, that it was like delayed or something. No, girl, there's just only 8 people here, which is fine. But anyway, I'm breaking out too on my chin and neck, not sure why. Girl, my neck. I don't know if you can tell, but my neck is like breaking out. Slow day at work. John said slow day at work for me, but I'm home now, relaxing. The weather cleared out. Yesterday was pouring rain. Isn't that so funny how it was beautiful here and pouring down rain there? That's crazy. Hi, American Princess. Welcome. I don't know what the first day of spring is. We should Google it. We're going to Google it. First day of spring 2022 in the USA. Sunday, March 20th. But, okay, ask us from Canada. First day of spring in, is it different? No, girl, it's today. in the Northern Hemisphere. Spring equinox 2022 in Northern Hemisphere was at 11:33 a.m. on Sunday, March 20th. Asma, it's today. It's okay if you thought it was tomorrow, but it's today, girl. Okay. Michelle Perry says, have you heard of having a second puberty? My doctor told me we get it as adults and it comes on the neck and chin, acne beard. Wow. I did not know that. That, I don't know. Well, how long does this last? Jeez. Oh, wow. It's today, eh? That was very, very, you said A, and you're from Canada. I love that. I love how you said that. Longest day of the year, was it really? Well, it sure as hell felt like it. It sure as hell felt like it was the longest day of the entire year. I'm just being honest. It really was a very long day. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get into my day. Thank you. Hello, hi, howdy. I appreciate it. And thank you all for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, okay. So we have some people that are the first time in the chat, and also some people that are kind of like new faces to our live streams, but they've been here a couple times. Well, if you did not know, I am my day job is a server at a restaurant. So I work at a restaurant here in Houston, and it's cool. Here's what I like about it is that oh my God, As has been a member of has it been 4 months? Wow, time freaking flies. Time flies. Asma, thank you for being a member of the Bell Army for 4 months. Thank you so much. You have no idea what that means to me, honestly. Color and chat with Joanna. Hello, welcome to the chat. So thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, you guys. There's so much love in here right now. So I work at a restaurant. It sounds fun. So, in ways it can be fun. In ways it is really. Hello, Daniela. Welcome. How are you, dear? In ways it can be fun. In ways it is thankless, hard, strenuous, physically strenuous, and mentally exhausting profession. Okay. I've worked in restaurants and hotels my entire career. I've managed restaurants. I've done everything in restaurants. And now I wait tables because it's easy for me to balance my schedule with creating YouTube content, and also things like my mom, she has Alzheimer's, so it's easy for me to be able to have restaurants or time off to go see her and stuff like that. Color and chat with Joanna. What restaurant? So it's a independently owned restaurant here in Houston. I don't say the name of the place that I work online just for safety reasons and stuff, but it's a restaurant here in Houston where I live. So anyway, say it's Sunday brunch. Rest on the Road says hotel guests at the hotel restaurants are the most entitled people in the world. Yeah, that's actually true because I've worked in luxury hotels before, and I can attest to that. So it says Sunday brunch. Literally, the worst people come out to eat on Sunday brunch. Literally, you cannot tell me otherwise. Nothing anyone says is going to change my mind that makes me think differently that the people that come out to eat on Sunday brunch are not the most awful people in the entire world. And here's a couple reasons why. The first reason why is because a lot of them have just done their good deed for the work by going to praise the Lord and put all their money into the offering little thing. And so when they come out to eat, they've freed themselves from their sins for the week, and now they're out ready to sin, and so they can have enough to rack up for next week when they go back to church. Literally, I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad. Okay. I don't care because I've witnessed it. I've experienced it. The second type of people that come out on Sunday brunch, which makes people that come out on Sunday brunch the most awful people on the planet, is that they're hungover from partying on Saturday night. So they have like a headache and they're like hungover and grumpy and treat the people like crap that work at the restaurant like crap because they're grumpy and hungover. Okay. And the third type of people that come out on Sunday brunch, which also makes them the worst type of people on the planet, is that they are there to get turned up and to get effed up and to do Sunday fun day. And so therefore they start off nice and civilized for the first hour or so of their experience, and then they turn into raging idiots after the fifth mimosa kicks in. Okay, so that's also the worst thing on the planet. Okay, you cannot tell me that the people that come out to eat on Sunday brunches specifically, Saturday brunches they can be bad too, but specifically Sunday brunches, it is crazy. Okay, it is literally insane. Okay, I literally cannot do the Sunday brunch crowd. Now it's hit or miss. Sometimes you'll get people and they have enough. They do have enough sense. They do have enough whatever. To act right or whatever, but sometimes you just get people who don't know better. And even if they're lovely people and they're really nice to you, it doesn't half the time just because they're nice, they don't tip, right? So hello. Hi Jess. Jess used to be a server bartender, so she knows. Let's catch up with the comments. So let's see. So oh, Joanna, you're in Grapevine. My mom lives in Grapevine. I'm in Grapevine a lot, in Dallas a lot. Agree. Sunday brunches are so damn cheap. They really are. And here's the other thing is that the price points for eggs and toast is a lot lower than it is for like dinner items at the restaurants that, dinner items. So the price point's a lot lower, so people are spending less money, but they are, it's just the worst. But you're doing just as much work. American Princess says there are some baristas that work at Starbucks do the same thing too. Daniela says she loves a bottomless mimosa brunch. So thank God, I would not work at anywhere that did a bottomless mimosa. Are you kidding me? I would never work there. I would never work at some place that did bottomless mimosas. The cheapest bottle that we are always out of at my place is like $16. It's a bottle of the cheapest bubbles I've ever heard of in my life, and then they have to buy the juice on the side. We don't do bottomless. We do it by the bottle. My spiel. We've got Veuve Clicquot, best price in the city. It's literally $100-something every other restaurant. It's only this amount here. It comes out to about this price per person, and you get this many mimosas out of it. It's a way better quality champagne, and you're paying the same price as we sell our ones by the glass. I definitely recommend it. And I sell those bottles all day long, and those are like $70 a pop. So that's what I do. But if they will bite for that. Sometimes they're just feeling really cheap and I can't sell anything but like a $25 bottle. And I'm like, oh my God. I mean, not be running around for $25 bottles. Yeah, they turn to aliens from hell. Hager, yeah. They want to get seated ASAP. Girl, we take care of like 700 people on our Sunday brunches. Like, and then you want to come in without a reservation, or you want to make your reservation for 6 people but really have 7. But the thing is, you made your reservation for 6 people on open table because you couldn't get a reservation for 7, so you just made it for 6, and we're just like, oh, we'll just tell them when we get there. No, girl, we only have a certain number of tables that can accommodate 7 people. If you're bringing extra people out of the blue, I can't accommodate. And literally, the restaurant that I work at is a very, very popular spot. And we fill up, and we are fully booked almost every weekend for brunch. So if you try to come in here and your reservation is for 6 or for 6 people, but you really have 8, well, guess what? The other 2 are gonna have to book it to the bar or see you later because we don't have room for you. And then they get all upset and blame it on you as if it's your fault. There's 19 people in here. Hello, I am ranting. And I hope you're here for it because I'm not even done yet. I'm not close to being done. I still have to tell you what happened today. This is just generalized rants, okay? Oh my God, let's catch up. Michelle's in, I feel for you, girl. Charlotte says, Shelby, hi Charlotte, how are you? Shelby, just clicked on what I was doing to join you. Love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank Thank you for, yeah, this is like a, girl, I got this at Walmart. It's like a little sweatshirt. Yes, and the cheap ass tippers, they're the ones that want to be like, well, do you have this? Do you have this? Let me get some more jam. Let me get some more honey. Can I get some more ketchup? Let me get some hot sauce. Let me get this. For all that, you need to pay me. Okay, you're getting the bare minimum if you don't pay me. Okay, girl. Oh my god, I love this one. No, it's seriously. Oh my god. Marva says, exactly, Shelby. They would be like 6 people, and then we can barely fit a 6-top. They decided to have 3 more people in the house. I would tell them that would be 40 minutes away if they want to. Oh, no, for sure. No, seriously. So today, okay, I have a couple different stories I want to talk about today that happened to me. But I guess we'll start with the second one because we're on this topic. So I was going to tell this after the first one, but I'm just going to tell this one first. So so I was pretty busy all brunch shift today. We took, I think there was like 650 covers or something, which in a cover is a person. So when you hear that at restaurant terms or restaurant people say 650 covers, it means 650 people. So that means that we're booked all day. We can't take any walk-ins. We can't take anything like what we're Tetrising everybody that has a reservation in very specifically. And at a certain point, I was taking care of a large party, and then it's like 2:40 p.m. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Joanna. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. The just cause. Well, I really do appreciate it. Thank you, babe. So it's like 2:40 p.m. Our brunch ends at 3 p.m., but at about 2:41 p.m., our chefs start going, last call for brunch. Let's call for brunch. Get all your brunch in. If you get your brunch past 2:50, you're not getting brunch. All your brunch needs to be in by this time. I don't want to hear it. Get all your brunch in. So I'm like, okay, I already have a 9-top. And they're doing their thing. I'll get into the 9-top in a second because that's a whole other rant, and I'm livid. But I'm turn around, and I'm getting sat at 3-top, and they're pushing 2 tables that we never pushed together ever since in the almost 9 months that I've worked there. We're pushing together these 2 tables to make them into a 10-top. And I'm like, oh my God, because I have a 9-top already. I have this 3-top that just got sat. This 9-top, we'll get into that, is very, very high maintenance. It's a gender reveal party, which I'm like, girl, do that at somebody's house. Okay. And then it gets sat with this 9-top. I'm like, oh my God. And I have, at this point, it's 2:40. I've got about 9 minutes before these people can't order brunch anymore. So I've got to get an entire 10 tops and 3 tops, like freaking brunch order in 9 minutes. They got to sit there. They got all of that in 9 minutes. Plus, I got this other 9-top that just got their food. So they want all of the sauces. They want all of the things. They want all to check on this, and I got to make sure their food's good and this and that and the other. All this stuff to do in 9 minutes, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm a little busy. I need a little help. So I'm good at this. I've been doing this a long time. Quick read my my 9-top, quick read the 3-top, and then oh my God, Shelby, did you ever experience them taking the break table to make a 10-top? Oh my God. We don't have break tables at my restaurant, girl. We don't have breaks. But if you have a break, like you like stand in the back eating real quick, because we do not have you don't have a break. Like when I work doubles, I literally have to eat like super quick on the fly if I even get a chance to even finish it, while I'm like still have a bunch of tables. We don't have a break area. So I'm like, okay. I got to do this. Mind you, it's literally the tail end of brunch, and we've just taken care of 600 and something people. So there's no silverware that's already pre-rolled for me to take out to the people. There's no freaking water glasses that are ready, that are like polished and ready to go. People have to polish the glass. Like for me to greet these tables, I'm having to polish the water glasses to bring the water out to the table. I'm having to roll the silverware before I even bring it out to the table, all on the fly. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm like stressed. AF. Okay. So then okay, a little bit of time dies down and I get these people like situated. They're kind of needy at first. They're kind of like crazy. So and then I go up to the host stand when I have a second to breathe and I'm like, whew, okay, because it's about the time. And I go up to them. I normally close the brunch shift, so I take like extra tables after most of the servers have been cut. But I went up to them and because they know I normally do that, I went up to them and I was like, hey, I was like, hey, I can't close brunch today. I have this party, all this other stuff going on. Okay. I was like, I can't do it. I can't close because what happens is that it turns from like 13 servers to 4 servers. And so any tables that come in, no matter where they are in the restaurant, we go in a rotation between those 4 servers. If we would have gotten a pop in today, which we kind of did during that little time, it would have meant only me and 3 other people, and I would have had tables to pick up anywhere in the restaurant that they happened to sit. And I could not have handled that because I had 19, 22 people already I was taking care of in my little area. So I was like, okay, so like, hey, I can't close today, just so you guys know. And then they were like, oh, Shelby, oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry about the party over there. And I was like, yeah, what's going on with that? Like, why do we push those tables together? And the host was like, well, it was 2 6 tops and we didn't have anywhere else to put them. It was supposed to be, there were 2 6 tops and they walked in saying they were together and they wanted a table together. So the 3 top and the 9 top are together. And I'm like, what? And so I'm like, so we allowed that? And then he's like, girl, well, we just had to get him in. I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So I'm like, so are we gonna put a gratuity on the table? Because it's like literally like they're now a party, like a group big top for me now. Are we gonna put a gratuity, automatic gratuity on the table? No, because there were 2 6 tops. What do you mean, bro? Like now they're no longer 2 6 tops. They are now a 10 top, which should be automatically graded because it's over a certain amount of people, and a 3 top. And they keep going back and forth and talking to each other where I can't get through to take care of them. And mind you, it's kind of a small restaurant. My other 9 top is in the back there. And so I'm like, okay, like whatever. So then I'm like getting these people situated. They've got a lot going on. They have random people joining them. Like they have like people coming late, sitting down. Like it was 6 of them at the 9 top at first. And at first I thought that they just pushed the 2 tables together to fit 6. I was kind of confused, but I went with it. And then they have like all these people joining and I had to bring them all stuff and get them on. It was a lot. Okay. And then mind you, I had to get the orders in within 9 minutes, girl. So I got all that done, whatever. I go to the back. The chef is screaming because he's so rude. The chef at the restaurant that I work at is so rude. He's so rude. And he literally, and then I literally was like, I'm not gonna say his name. I don't want anybody to know any details about anything about where I work. But he was screaming to me, you guys never run food. I need hands. Hands in the kitchen. Runners, guys, I need hands. You can't get your food unless I get hands. Your food's not going to go out unless I get hands. Your food's going to die unless I get hands. And I'm like, do you realize you want me to run food out to other people in this restaurant right now? But you just sat me, I have a 9 top that just got their food, and you just sat me this other big top and telling me I need to get a big top's food from the time they sit their ass in the chair to the kitchen in under 10 minutes. Normally that's like a 30-minute procedure, and you want me to get it done in less than 9 minutes. But you also want me to run your fucking food for you. And when I tell you that I'm too busy, you say, well, you're just not going to get your food, then your food's just going to die in the window. And I looked at him and I said, fuck off, blank to them. I was like, fuck off, insert name of the chef. And then he looked and he turned around and he was like, what did you say? And I was like, off, dude. And I just walked out of the kitchen. What the hell do you want me to do, bro? Like, literally, like, he has anger problems. And it is not my issue that you have issues with anger at all. He goes off on people every day for no reason. At 10:30 this morning, like we had just opened. I had a girl, all she wanted was to get her scrambled eggs. She wanted bell peppers and onions in her scrambled eggs. I needed to know what the charge was for that. Okay. And so I was like, hey, chef, guess what's this? I said, hey, chef, what? The what in the actual hell? I literally just said, hey, chef. And he was like, what? Good morning to you too, bitch. Like, hello. And I told him we needed $3. Yes, chef. Thank you. He's always so rude, so ridiculous. Like, and I'm just like, dude, I literally like, you need to calm down, bro. You're about to catch these hands, girl. Okay. And I don't fight, but I'm just like, girl, you need to relax. This is not that serious. Because they take it too seriously. This is just, we're serving eggs and popping bottles of Prosecco and champagne. Like, relax. We're not like literally changing the world. We're not doing open heart surgery. Okay. We're serving people their food. Like, take a breather, dear. Okay. And so he's just so fucking rude all the time. And whenever I work with him, I got into it with him so many times. A couple of times he's mouthed off at something, and my manager was standing right there, and I looked and I was like, you need to watch your boy, because he's not about to talk to me like that. I will straight up tell you too. I don't even care, because like I don't care. Like, we're all people. I don't care what your title is or whatever. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're just not. Like, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not going to get disrespected by anybody. Respect is not freely given. It's earned. I don't care what your position or your title is. And you can't use the excuse of, well, we're really busy back here and all that stuff, because guess what? So the fuck am I, bro. So the fuck am I. And I don't come back here cussing you guys out for no reason. In fact, every time I come to you is with respect and like, yes, chef, yes, all that. But you want to come back to me and you want to like scream and be short and be like, give me an attitude, bro? No, because because I'm just as stressed and just as busy as you are in a different kind of way, but I have to deal with all the motherfuckers that are coming in to eat. Like, don't even with me. I'm so sorry. I'm going off right now. And so anyway, so then I'm taking care of this table, and then they're popping bottles. They have like 4 bottles of champagne, I think. And so I'm like, but I don't know what they're doing at this point, because there's like 10 of them. They all have different kind of champagne, and there's different brutes on the table of champagne. There's a rosé on the table. I don't really know what's going on with the champagne and who's drinking what. So I popped the bottles, and I was like, hey, like, I know that you guys are all drinking different stuff, and like, I don't really know what's going on. I don't want to pour the wrong thing. So like, are you guys okay with pouring your champagne? Because these are just refill bottles at this point. I don't know what they're all drinking, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, we got it. I'm like, okay, cool. They're saying I'm still attentive to the table, even though I'm not pouring their champagne. I'm still very attentive. I'm still making sure the waters are refilled. I'm still pre-bussing actively. They don't have a bunch of trash on their table. Like, everything's taken care of. But the champagne aspect, there's 4 different bottles, and everyone's drinking something different, and they look the same. So I just don't know what anybody's doing. And I'm like, okay. So it comes time to pay. It comes time to pay their tab. And I'm like, okay, everything's gonna be gathered up. They're like, can you split it? I'm like, well, if I can be honest, there was a lot of movement going around the table. If I split it, it's probably gonna take me a while to get all the checks split, because there was so much movement going on at the table. And the way we organize things is by seat number. The seats have been moved. And they were like, oh, well, no, that's okay then, girl. That's okay. We'll just put it all on his card, and then we'll Venmo him. Okay, great, cool. So they give me the guy's card. I go and I pay him out, and I give him the card back. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. I appreciate you. Let me get this last little bit of trash off the table. Anything else you guys need? My name's Shelby. I'll be here while you're still here. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Okay. They leave shortly after that. I go, I pick up the receipt. The bill is $464, a $464 tab. And they left me $40 on it, which is less than 10%. On a $464 tab, I pay a 6% tip out. So a $464 tab, I pay $27.84 to wait on that table. Out to my busser, to the barista, to the bartender, to the food runner, $27.84 of that $464 $4 tab goes out to other people. They left me $40, which was less than 10%. So out of that, I only kept, let's see, 40 minus 27, $12 of that. I ran around, popped bottles, got all their stuff in 9 minutes because they decided to come late to brunch with the wrong amount of people and mess up the whole system that we have for $12. And so I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, less $40. And that's okay for, so you guys, so just so you know, if you're going to eat, your tip should be 20%, because if they tip me 20%, 20% of 464 is $92.80. If I paid out $27 to wait on the table, hold on 1 second. I still would have made $65 on the table in my pocket if they would have tipped 20% appropriately. When you don't tip appropriately, your server has to pay for all the different little things, right? Because it's like, so think of it as a waiter running their own little business within the restaurant, and then they have hired help in the form of a barista, a bartender, a food runner, and a busser, okay? And every single time that there are sales made, you have to pay those people a percentage of the sales that are made, right? So, and you pay that out of your tip money. So it's automatic. I don't have control over it. It's automatic. And so it's so annoying when someone comes in there, it runs you around, a lot of people too. And then I made $12 off. I made $1 a person off that table, basically. And then it's like, are you kidding? Like, what am I even doing here at that point? And the thing is, we should have put an automatic gratuity on that table, because it was a lot of people. And when there's a lot of people like that, there's inherently a lot more work that happens for the server. It's a lot more they have to go through. It doesn't stop there. So this was the second story that I was going to tell you. So remember I mentioned that there was a other party that I had while all of this was going on, that was a gender reveal, that they had just gotten their food and all of this stuff started happening, right? So that table, I found out about this table when I first walked in, well, after he made the sections. So early this morning, we were still sitting at the restaurant, okay? So, and my manager frames it like this. Hey, Shelby, 53 is at 1:15 today. It's a contracted party. It's a set menu. And I'm doing all this for them on a Sunday brunch because we messed up something with the reservation and all of that. So there's not going to be an automatic gratuity on it or anything, because I had to make something right because we messed up on something. So there's no automatic gratuity on it. But there's a set menu and everything, so it won't be difficult to get the order. I'm like, sounds promising. You messed up on something, so you've already had to apologize to these people before they even got in the building. Okay, to make things right, you decided to give them a set menu, which who knows if they even asked for that. And then you told them there was not going to be an automatic gratuity as a way to make things up to them, which then signals to me that these people were concerned about paying a gratuity to begin with, which means that they don't fucking tip. Okay. So I'm like, okay, bet, here we go. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, sounds promising. Sounds promising. I'm like, can I please get a few table turns in before that comes? Because that sounds super, 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 super profitable for me. So I get a couple tables in before that, a little chunk change. And then the table sits down. The table takes a long time to get started. They are taking pictures. It's a gender reveal. So you got people in blue, you got people in pink, you got people, it's family thing. They're taking pictures, they're doing the whole thing. I set up the entire table. It looked beautiful. And she came in, she had all this blue and pink shit she wanted to put all over the table. So I had to redo my entire thing. I spent all this time setting up for her. And of course, she comes in 10 minutes late for her reservation to set up her table. She didn't come in early to set up her table, which would have been the polite thing to do. So we're setting up the table, whatever, it's fine. She sits down. They all finally, after, I'm telling you, it's probably about 30 minutes before they all finally sat down. And I could go over there and say, hey guys, so my name's Shelby. Thank you so much for celebrating with us today. So you have your girl, I know. Hey, Justice. So she sets so I'm like, so you have your set menu here in front of you. You've got your appetizers on the first page, your entrees on the flip side of that. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. I do my whole spiel. Here's the wine list. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, give them a second to get settled in. Start taking the orders, all the stuff. And there's this one guy at the end, and he's next to the baby, he's next to the lady, the pregnant lady, the one we're finding out the gender of. Okay. I think that's her man or something, her baby daddy, her husband. I don't know, girl. And so he has an attitude problem. This is the only size orange juice y'all got? Yes. And I'm like, so for the mimosas or for like yourself? Because we put our juice for the mimosas and little things. And little tiny little things on the side. And he's like, just in general. So like the one that you like is because the reason it was confusing is because he was drinking an orange juice by itself, and I also had the orange juice little containers for the mimosas on the table. So I was like, which one do you mean? Just in general, generally speaking. Well, to drink I have one size, and then for the mimosas I have another size. But that's the only size y'all have? Yes, sir. Can I get another one? You can. Is it refills? No, I don't have refills on it because it's fresh squeezed, so there's no refills on the juice. Anyway, he gets another one, whatever. He was just being weird, right? Like, not like rude, but he was just being weird. I'm like, okay, girl, I don't have time for this. Like, whatever. I don't really care. So, anyway, everything's cool with them. They end up making a huge freaking mess with this stupid cake they wanted to cut into to find out the gender of the baby. Made a huge mess on the table. Honestly, whatever. I don't care. Like, fine, I'll clean it up after. I don't care. Mind you, there's no gratuity on this check, okay? Their tab comes out to $450 total for the whole check, for the whole table. I get the checks out. It's a little bit separate checks. So split the checks. They were organized and they stayed in the same spot. So I was able to separate their checks, give them their checks, paid them out. Okay. I go to grab the checks afterward, and every single tip is 10% or lower. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't remember okay. Let me just add it because I remember the numbers. Okay, yeah. So they tipped me $40 on $450. So about the same situation that we just talked about with the other people, but again. So this happened to me twice in one day where I lost significant amounts of money because these people, because the first one, the fucking gender reveal bullshit that should be done at somebody's house or backyard instead of a fucking restaurant. Okay, let's just throw that out there. Like, the reason I lost money on that was because my manager decided to make things better for these people by not putting an auto gratuity on the ticket because they fucked up on something, as if that's supposed to be my problem. As if I'm supposed to pay for the mistake that you made. And so I was like, so the manager that set all this up, and by the way, love him so much. He's a cool guy. This is nothing against the managers. The chef can go fuck himself, but the managers at the restaurant, okay? The managers are good people, okay? And so it's nothing against them, but how is that your way of smoothing the situation over? How is your way of smoothing the situation over with a party to say, oh, before the party even gets served by anybody. Now, if the party has been served by a server and the server does a shitty fucking job and they want the autograph taken off because of that, it's different, okay? But if I'll text you, Justice. I can't make certain amounts of money in the time I need to in cosmetics, not starting out at least, okay? I have experience in this, and I'm not trying to start over anywhere else. I just want to finish up my little time here before I don't have to work anymore in places like this. And I just live off YouTube. Because I can't survive off no, like, hourly wage, girl. I can't do that. So, like, how is your way of fixing the situation, telling the person that they're not going to put a grad on there? That's literally telling them they don't have to tip. Because if the person's that concerned about it anyway, they're not going to tip. If part of the way that you made it better for them is to take the tip off automatically for the server, that should be an automatic indication to you that the table does not plan on tipping the server appropriately. Okay. So I need to catch up with the comments because I was just ranting for a while. Charlotte says, I always tip 20% or more, and I'm a single mom, broke ass, a little bit understand the heart. Yeah, it's the thing. If you don't have money to tip 20%, don't go out to eat, period. Period. If you don't have money to tip 20%, do not go out to eat, period. You should plan for that when you decide to go wherever you're going to go and when you order whatever you're going to order, period. Let's see. Daniela says, your manager or whomever handled this really screwed you on that gender reveal. They should have covered the difference of what you lost on. So what they'll do is they won't make it to where I make more money, but or that I make the money that I should. But what they'll do is they'll make it to where I don't have to pay for the sales. So it won't give me back the money that they didn't tip me, but it'll make it to where I'm only, I don't know, it's kind of confusing to explain, but they'll basically back out the number of sales, the amount of sales I'm tipping out on to kind of at least make it better, but it doesn't make it completely better because I'd still miss out on a large chunk of money, but I don't lose it. People always take mistakes out on the server when whatever problem is the fault of the kitchen or someone else. Jessica says, Mary, they make hourly and commission. Girl, I'm so bad at selling though. Like I'm so bad. Like people come into a restaurant to buy food and to buy drinks. Sometimes they just go into stores to look. And if someone is just going in there to look, I'm really bad at trying to sell people something they can't afford. Daniela says, yeah, the manager basically told them not to tip. Manager basically told them that, like, that there was, I don't know, basically. You're right, basically. Charlotte says, do you guys think relying on tips is the way to go? Or should we be more like Europe where their wage is much higher but no tips? Yeah, Justice, it's just not for me, bro. Like, it would be, like, for me, like, to do that, I would have to start over. Because no good place is going to hire me for the hourly wage that I need plus and then to build up the clientele and stuff, girl, I'm too far along. I'm not trying to do work like this for much longer. Like I'm hopefully only have a couple more years left of having to do this with max. And then I'll be living off YouTube. So I don't want to start over someplace. Like I get it. There's good days and bad days. Today was a bad day, but there are days when I make way more in the restaurant than I could make working in retail and cosmetics in a day. I'm pretty sure, at least from where the position I would be starting out. You have to take into consideration that I have regulars and I have people that love me and I know a lot about wine, so I can sell nice wine to people. And I guess you could argue that I do know a lot about makeup as well. You could argue that I do know a lot about makeup. It's just, I just don't know if, I don't know, honestly. That seems like a really big jump. And it seems like it would be kind of like starting back at the bottom of something because I'm quite certain I couldn't get hired somewhere with the hourly rate that I need to make, and then it would take time to build up clientele, and then you're going into some place and other people are there and they already have their set clientele and they have their people that always come to them, and it just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. And it seems like a something that I'm just not really trying to do, to be quite honest. I mean, it sounds great, but also that would mean I have to put makeup on every day to go to work, and girl, I don't do that. And oh, your comment about Charlotte about that is, I mean, I don't even think about that, to be honest with you, because it's like, I can't change that. It's not going to change. I think that the way that America is structured, the price of things would go up a lot as far as that, because the restaurant's got to find a way to cover it. And it's just like a lot. So, oh, Daniela, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Asma says, Shelby, do establishments near you have auto gratuity meals? I've heard that places up there have started to do that. So it depends. Like for us and the restaurant that I work at, if you're a large party and you're contracted, almost like always, except for a really weird exception, say you won't have a gratuity put on your, or you will have a gratuity put on your check. Now, if you are just a regular old 6-top or whatever, or 2-top or 3-top, you won't have an automatic gratuity. At the place that I work, if you come in with a certain number of people, but then you cause a bunch of problems, like you adding all these people to your thing, say you make a reservation for 5, it ends up being 8, then my restaurant will put a gratuity on that, because you're disrupting stuff, like you're causing a ruckus, and so we're putting a grant on that table to make sure the table gets taken care of. That did not happen today with this 10-top. This 10, it was really 14. I don't know why I keep calling it 10-top, because the other table, the 3-top, was with them and they kept talking to each other. Now the 3-top that was over there, they were freaking awesome. They were so cool. I got to talk champagne with them, and I was living, like, I recommended them like 3 awesome, really different and unique bottles of champagne, and they live for it. And they it was awesome, right? I loved it. They were cool, and they tipped 22%, and their bill was like $400 too. But the other people, that doesn't make up for the less than 10% from the other two. So basically, I had the over $900 in sales today that I got tipped less than 10% on. And that's a bad day, right? Because it's not it's not like that always. Like yesterday, I teamed up with a friend, like, to take like a whole side of the restaurant by ourselves. And we were on a team. So basically we took everything that came, which was a lot, and then we just split all the money down the middle. And we did that, and we made, like, I don't want to say the number out there, but we made good money. We made really good money last night. But today was like shit. So it's give or take. But when it's the bad side of it, it's really bad, because it's also like a very thankless job. Like, it's a very thankless job. People treat servers like less than worthy. They treat them like lower forms of beings. And it's really like a lot of people that wait tables, especially at nicer restaurants, a lot of people that wait tables have their own businesses they're starting up. They have, or maybe they're like in graduate school, or maybe they have like whatever reasons that they have. But a lot of people aren't just like bums, waiting tables. They're like people that have stuff going for them, that choose to wait tables because of the freedom that the schedule allows you to make your money in whatever amount of time you can, right? So I work 3 to 4 days a week at the restaurant, and I'm able to support myself that way, which is great. But it's a very thankless job, because then you have those days where people treat you like absolute horseshit and like you're less than, and they get grumpy and hangry and demand things of you and get rude with you. And this didn't happen at my table, but I heard my manager talking about a guest today, a guest situation where a guest told him, well, you need to get a server that fucking knows how to do her job. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about me. It was about a situation that happened with somewhere else in the restaurant. I was too busy to know or care. Okay. So, yeah. So people were just fucking rude and awful. Chime, hello, babe. How are you? Thank you so much again for the super chat. It's a thankless job, exactly. Daniela says, I always treat servers great because my closest friend since high school is a server. I know how bad people treat servers. They honestly, they really do. And this brings me, I had a rough fucking weekend. And so this brings me to another story that I actually might get like low-key a little bit emotional about because it was just, I was so shocked that it happened. I was so disgusted and shocked that it happened. I'm glad I left my fast food restaurant customers that are extremely rude. Yeah. There's only been one time I didn't tip, but that was because the money wasn't going to my server at all, even if I asked the manager to make sure they got it. That's what Danielle says. I don't think I've ever not tipped unless I was like before I knew, maybe as like a teenager, and I like regret that every day. But I don't think I've ever just not tipped. For me, when I'm like super pissed, I'll tip 10% or 20%. And that's me being super pissed. But on average, I'm like a 25% kind of girl. Okay. So, I'm like, that was a lot. I was just yelling. But the thing is, I knew that like when I got home, I like at work when all this shit was happening, I was like, I'm gonna go live and talk about this because I need to get it off my chest. And like, I just need to talk. I just need to talk to you guys. So I feel much better about that. But there was also like servers just get treated like crap. Like yesterday was also a brunch shift. Saturday brunches are a lot different. Saturday, I don't have other than the fact that I did 24,000 steps yesterday at work. I don't really have any complaints except for this big one. I was at a table and I was talking to them, and they had just sat down. I was getting their like drink order or something, and I feel like somebody like rubbing on my back right here. And at first I'm thinking like, okay, this is like rubbing on my back right here. I'm thinking, oh, that's like one of my coworkers, like just saying, hey, like behind you, but like just like a little touch to let me know, like, hey, step up because I'm behind you and like I don't want to say anything because you're with your guest type shit. So I'm like, okay, and I like start to move up, and then the hand starts going down and literally grabs a handful of my ass. A handful of my ass. The hand that is touching me. So I jolt back and I look, and it's this like random man I do not know. And then he just looks at me in my face and sits down at the table that's right next to him. And I said, oh, and I'm like shaken up. I'm like, this man just literally sexually harassed me in the place that I work by grabbing me and I mean, like handful of ass, like fucking hand, like basically in my fucking ass crack, girl. Okay. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So he sits down. I'm thinking that somebody like the host sat him or something. So I go up to the host and immediately I'm like, hey, I'm not taking care of this table. Like this man has grabbed a whole handful of ass of me and I'm not about to take care of it. And he was like, I never sat anybody at that table. And I was like, okay, well, this man's over here groping people. He got to go. And so, but the owner, the host tells the owner, I tell the owner in passing to, the owner's like, hey, guy, you got to go. And then I told the owner, I was like, bro, I was like, he just fucking grabbed the shit out of my ass, dude. Like, what the hell? And so the owner like runs out of the building and starts screaming after him and chases him like halfway down Westheimer. And just starts like, get the fuck out of here, don't come back. Da, da, da. And I was like, are you kidding me? So now I'm just at work doing my job. I'm at work trying to make money to support myself, bro. Trying to make money to support myself. I'm not working in a strip club. Not that this makes it okay if I was, okay? But I'm not working in a strip club. I don't work at a bar. I'm not any of that, okay? I'm at a regular ass restaurant in fucking navy pants, a button down shirt, and a bib apron. Okay? And this man grabs a handful. I'm talking all up in my fucking, basically grabbing my fucking coochie, bro. Like, when I tell you that I was so mad that happened. And here's me at work. I know a lot of people would probably argue, I can't believe your arm just didn't go immediately like this, or there was an immediate slap or whatever. If there's one thing that I am, and I know it probably doesn't seem like it when I talk to you guys, but if it's one thing that I am, it's a professional, okay? Because I've been in the restaurant industry for a long time. I've managed restaurants. I've been the general manager of a restaurant before. And if there's one thing I am, it's professional. And when I'm on the floor and when I have guests in front of me that I'm talking to, because mind you, all of this stuff happened when I was right in front of one of my tables. I'm right in front of my table. I am literally talking to my table about champagne and mimosas, okay? So I'm like professional. I'm like, so then after that whole thing happened, I walked back up to the table and I was like, so what did you guys order again? I'm so sorry. I don't know if you saw what just happened, but I'm like scarred for life. Like, I'm so sorry you had to see that. And they were like, girl, it was a table, it was 4 girls. 4 like 20-something-year-old girls. And they were like, we saw that. And we were like so shook that even happened. I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, the things we have to deal with as women. Am I right? The things we have to deal with as women. Being groped like a piece of fucking meat when I'm working. And I was like, so I'm going to be honest with you. You told me, you were talking to me, but I was not focused on anything else but then some random person's hand grabbing my body. And they were like, I didn't say it like that, obviously. And they were like, girl, are you okay? Like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh my God. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine physically. Mentally, I'm a little shaken up. Emotionally, I am like so upset, but it is what it is. So what did you order? And they told me, and then I kept it moving, but yeah, so that kind of stuff. It's just been a long fucking weekend, so I'm just kind of ranting at this point. Okay, so that was fucking that. I'm gonna catch up with the comments. So Alexa said, Danielle, I have had a trainee who did everything for me, and the actual server didn't do shit, so I handed the trainee the cash. The server was over there rolling silver, messing on her phone. It could have been like the last, Alexa, that could have been like that trainee's last day in training or something. Maybe that's a possibility. And that when it's like the last day of training, typically the trainee does everything, and the trainer just kind of like is there if someone's drowning. I don't know the scenario, but yes, absolutely yes, and ass grab. A full-on ass grab. Daniela says that's close to what happened to my situation. The trainee was not going to get the tip. The manager said it would go to the server who didn't do shit. But that's kind of like the way that training at a restaurant works, though. Like on the trainee's like last day or the second to last day of training, like they have to start taking the tables. They have to see what it's like. So you got to let them go. But the thing is, the trainee is making hourly wage, and the trainer is still making $2 an hour. So, let's see. Daniela, that happened to me when I was getting trained to serve. Joanna says, and if you worked in a strip club, you could charge them $100 for that. Yeah. Well, you wouldn't immediately turn around and slap someone since you thought it was a coworker. Yeah. At no point, even at a strip club, and should anyone touch your server? Exactly. Some people shouldn't be allowed to know the general public. Alexa says, especially in fine dining, you don't expect that kind of treatment. Maybe at a sports bar, but even that's a stretch. Yes, exactly. That's when you spill a hot drink on them. Was he alone? Yeah, he was alone. Tomorrow's new day will be better. Yeah, so tomorrow starts YouTube week. So I'm working on YouTube. I don't work at the restaurant Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I do YouTube, and then I don't go back until Thursday. Asma, thank you so much. Have a good night. Kelly, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Joanna. Yeah, and thank you, Daniela. Yeah, it's not good. But I feel like, and you know what's the fucked up part is that I feel like all women have a story like that. Even if it's not at work, it's just out in public or whatever, just being like groped or like touched like that. And I feel like I should just be like, I feel like I have to just be like, oh no, it's fine. Like, ew, men are so gross. But really though, like that's so violating. It's so violating. But the fact that we feel like the need to like downplay it because it happens so often to people, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, and even then, like, because there's certain communities of people where like that's not even seen as a big deal, but I see it as a big deal. And no, it's not because I'm a fucking prude or something. I see it as a big deal because that's my body. I don't fucking know you, bro. Like, don't touch me like that. You don't just get to see a body that you find attractive, or you don't just get to see, like, you don't just get to look and be like, oh, that girl got a fat ass, I'm about to grab it. No, that's not how this works. And the fact that women have to downplay the fact that it happens to them because it's so, we live in a grab them by the pussy fucking nation. Not to bring up Donald Trump, fuck that guy, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just insane. It's just insane. Alexa says, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean I didn't tip the server. I mean, and I meant that I wanted to make sure the trainee got something because she was so awesome. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's like a thing. Which is honestly like when you go out to eat, like if you are in that situation, because I'm the same way. Like I want to give the trainee something too, and the trainer. It's almost like it's kind of like now I have to pay for two servers. Kitties, stop arguing, Mr. Kitty, stop. So it's like now I have to tip two servers. I only want to tip the one. Stop it. So I can understand like where that would be like a little bit annoying because I would. And the thing is, I wouldn't tip the trainee like the full 20% because they're making an hourly wage. I would just toss them like whatever. Andy, hello. Danielle says society has trained women to just be okay with it instead of teaching our men how to treat women. It's so sad. It's pretty much universal worldwide. Exactly. Like it's just Mr. Kitty and Miss Kitty. Stop swatting at each other with the webcam right there. Because if you knock the webcam over, mommy's going to be very upset. The worst is being told afterwards that it was a compliment. Like, yeah, and like I said, it's not like people experience it at work. People experience it in the store. People experience at bars, at clubs, whatever. Why is it okay to just sexually harass people, grab someone's fucking ass in public, and then have it just be okay? It's not. And then like a lot of the guys I work with were like, "Is he still here? I'll beat his ass." And I was like, "No, we ran him out of here. I think he was a transient. Doesn't make it okay." Well, so like when I live stream right here, I think I've told you guys this before. I put one of my dining room chairs right in front of me, and I hook my webcam onto that. And the cat, it's inevitable, whether it's Mr. or Miss, one of them will always be on the couch with me, and one of them will always be in the dining room chair because it's there, and they're just like, "Oh, look at this." And what they'll do is they'll play with each other through like the stuff on the chair, and then I'm like, "Stop it, stop." Yeah, they're trying to turn it into a wrestling ring. But yeah, it's just like really it's just a fucked up world we live in. And it's just sad that, like, I literally felt obligated to downplay that whole situation. Because what was I going to do? Make a big scene at work when we're busy taking care of 600 people? No, I've got to write it off and just be like, oh, this is just something that happens as a woman. When in fact, it was incredibly violating, you know, and just like the worst. So it's just not good. It's just not good at all. But anyway, guys, that was kind of like my rant. I just had to get all that off my chest because it was a lot. And like, I know there are so many great experiences I have from waiting tables too. I meet a lot of cool people. And I'm able, at the end of the day, like, it's fucking sucks and it's a thankless job and I can't wait till I don't have to do it anymore. It is still within my scheduling and what I am willing and able to work, what I'm willing to work, put it that way, because I'm able to do it. I'm able to work other times, but I don't want to because I have a goal, and that's to grow my channel and to, you know, also, I think a very, very important thing to me is balancing all parts of my wellness, mental wellness, and everything like that. My mom, what gave my mom dementia, Alzheimer's, was a series of mini strokes caused by stress and depression, and I refused to also succumb to that one day. So a big part of me is being able to not work to the point of being so stressed that happens to me. And YouTube doesn't do that to me, really, at least at this point in my life. But working in the restaurant, if I were to work over 40, like, I could work 50 something hours a week at the restaurant if I wanted to, or any other place, or get another 9 to 5 job or whatever somewhere else. But it would be too, like, mentally draining on me and like exhausting and stressful, because working in the restaurant is so stressful. Like, I don't want to work any other place or anything that's going to have to maybe change my schedule up and be actually in the office, so to speak, more than I actually am. So, and that just is what it is. So yeah, there's gonna be complaints about it sometimes, but I don't really give a fuck. It just is what it is. That's just part of it. I'm gonna complain about it sometimes. I'm just going to, because I feel like it's just what it is. It's what it is. I don't know why I'm justifying not wanting to. I'm explaining and justifying the reason that I don't want to stop working in the restaurant industry. Because there's always going to be people that are like, well, if you're complaining about it so much, then do something to change it. Well, I have my reasons for staying in it. And it's honestly a big one that I don't really talk about very often, is that having enough time outside of a 9 to 5-y, like working for the man type of a thing, that helps reduce my stress levels. And that's a very, very big important thing to me, because that's literally, being so stressed out is how my mom got dementia, Alzheimer's. Like, that's how it happened for her. So like, I can't be that, I will not let myself get that stressed, and overworking myself will make me to that point. Because I used to, when I managed restaurants, I was working 65 hours a week and I was incredibly stressed. Hi, Kat, how are you? Andy says, yeah, I always tip well unless there's a big reason not to, because I know that's not always easy dealing with the public. Assholes. And Andy also says, that's why I'm looking for back of the house, so there were my emotions on my face. Yeah, back of the house just doesn't pay as well. So I've done it all, though. I've worked in the back of the house. I've worked in the front of the house. Here's the thing. I am a good bullshitter. I am such a good bullshitter. I am so good at turning it on. When I go out into the floor and talking to my tables, my customer service voice is on point, honey. Okay. I'm so good. And then it's like, as soon as I turn that corner into the kitchen, it's like it all goes away. So it's just, It's insane. But yeah, I'm thank you for listening to that. Thank you so much. I feel so much better. Yeah, Andy, exactly. And that's the thing, like any other thing that I would do to make the money that I'm not saying that I'm like make the most money in the world, because I don't, but I make enough to live off of and get all my stuff like taken care of and like still save and stuff. And I do it in 3, 4, sometimes 3 days a week. Like, and that's what's important to me. Thank you, Daniela. Oh my God, Daniela, you are just showing so much love today. I don't like literally that, like, you were just showing so much love. Thank you so much. She said, you just got to keep your head up and keep going and eventually be able to do YouTube full time. That's the goal. That's the goal. That really is the goal. So I have my first long form content video that I'm going to start doing more research on and like scripting and stuff this week. And hopefully, and like start working on it. And hopefully I can get it out for you guys next week. Maybe 2 weeks would be enough time, I think. I want to. It's super fascinating to me. I think it's a good trending topic, and it's very fascinating to me. And I think that it'll be interesting to research and learn more about. And hopefully you guys are interested too in it. It's going to put my editing skills to the test. It's going to put a lot of stuff really to the test. So I've never created anything like I'm going to create for this before. So I'm super excited. Kat says, I'm good. Hope you're good. Jumping in mid-convo. Love-hate relationship with hospo, huh? I get it. It's more than a job. It's a lifestyle. So your personality and face shouldn't be hidden. Definitely a front of the house girl. Yeah, I would say I'm definitely a front of the house person. Although I was a kitchen manager. I ran a kitchen for 3.5 years. So I know my way around a kitchen, and I can run a kitchen and work a line very well. Danielle says, paying it forward. Thank you for bringing us such great content and for giving us this little community. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Hello. Like, oh my God. I like the fact that I have you guys, because like your friends get tired of hearing it. Like you can like give a brief synopsis of something that happened in your day to your friends and stuff. But at a certain point, like, I don't know. I don't call my friends to bitch and complain to them, or like, and sometimes they just like are busy and don't want to hear it, or like sometimes you just want to talk. I don't know. I just feel like I have like a group of people that I can just talk to about anything, and that's you guys, and that you are here to listen, and like you're just so supportive, and you like are so great to talk to. And I just like, it means so much to me. Because not that my friends aren't supportive, but sometimes you don't want to hear that. Or whatever. Yeah, that's my goal, Toya, is to do YouTube full time. That's my goal. And by doing YouTube full time, I don't mean that I'm a millionaire or anything. I just mean that I can survive off my YouTube channel. So, thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to this new video you keep mentioning. I have faith it's going to turn out awesome. It might drive you crazy making it, but I know I'll love it. Yeah, it's really going to, I'm saying it's really going to put me to the test. I experimented with like some degree of, and this is a different topic. The video is a different topic, but in that one video that I made where like it was like different kind of intro, long form intro, I experimented with that kind of thing and seeing if I could pull off even an intro for something like that. And it was well received. So it kind of gave me the confidence to go full throttle, and we'll see what happens. You know, I'll be honest, I don't know if that's like really my kind of thing to do, to be like consistently that kind of content. Like I'm not mysterious, you know, or anything like that. But we'll see. Like maybe if I make this video, what if it blows up, and then it's like, okay, if that's the kind of things that people want, then like people don't expect videos every single day. You know, they know it takes time, maybe like once a week or once every couple weeks, or maybe I do more of those, but also some like regular videos too, and like balance it out. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I'm excited to make this because I want to see what's going to happen. I want to put my skills to the test. I want to see what happens. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I am enjoying it. I'm in the very basic stages of researching it and stuff. So basically, I've realized I wanted to do this on Friday night, and I have been working all weekend. So I haven't really done much with it yet. But I was inspired watching this video on YouTube on Friday, and I was like, I think I want to make a video like not exactly like the person's I watched, but I want it to go like a little bit more into depth with current events. Because the video I was watching was kind of old. Andy said, yeah, I've done that as well, and it can definitely be stressful. Or when there's a company that has a big, well, I'm gonna have to get off in a few minutes. I'm yawning. Or when there's a company that has a big revolving door, but it looks good on the res, and you can successfully manage and keep a tight ship. Yeah, I did. I can get hired anywhere as a manager. Oh my God, I still have people literally in my email all the time, like seeing if I want to apply for management position here or there, whatever interview, and I'm just like, no. I do not. No, I do not. No, I do not want to work 65 hours a week for salary that I'm going to get paid less than what I get paid for the hours I put in waiting table. No, I do not. I don't want to work 65 hours a week for the same pay as I get waiting tables for 35 hours a week. This is the truth all day long. If I was a manager, I'd be making the same thing probably as I make now, and I'd be working twice as much. And then I would take my work home with me, and people would be texting me. Oh my God, it's my least favorite thing ever when I manage restaurants. People texting me on my day off. If I'm off, don't call me and don't text me. Do not call me. Do not text me. I do not want to hear from you if I'm off work and you're my employee. Do not do that. Do not do that. You'd be like, hey, I'm running late. I'd be like, I'm not there. I don't care, girl. You need to call the restaurant. Or they'd be like, Shelby, like, do you know? And they ask me about work. Girl, leave me alone. I'm off the clock. I am not working. Be out with friends, drunk as hell. Girl, they texting me. I think I'm sick. I can't come to work tomorrow. This is way pre-COVID. I'm like, you need to contact the manager that's working tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to work 70 hours a week. So I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work like that. I will not do that. I refuse. Because when the thing is, they're like salary, set pay, but then it's like, no, you take your work home with you. You fucking working so much. You're like, paid vacation, girl. Girl, I have time off to take a vacation anytime I want to. I have 3 days off a week. I can go wherever I want to every week if I wanted to. Is it paid? No, but I don't ever work those days anyway. So it's not like I'm missing out. When you take a paid vacation, it's because you're normally working that time. If I'm not ever working that and I still make the same amount of money, as I get back in time to work the rest of the work week anyway. Who cares? Since salary is not all it's cracked out to me, trust me, I've been hourly and salary, and it will take me hourly. Yeah. Well, not hour. I mean, that's the thing. I like being a tipped employee. I really do. At the end of the day, I do prefer it over an hourly wage or a salary. I do. Because like last night, I had a table. It was had automatic gratuity on it, but the people tipped us twice. They tipped us the gratuity twice, basically. So we got paid fat for that one. I was like I said, I was partnering up with another coworker, so we split it. But it's gonna be a change, and after you get burnt out, everyone does. Salary's on all it's cracked up to be. Trust me, I've been hourly and salary. Yeah. When I'm off, I am off. Don't bother me. And that's the beauty about being a server is when I'm off, I am off. Don't call me. And nobody does. It's very rare somebody calls me when I'm off. And they don't do that at the place I work at right now. that's happened in the past. Like, can you work today? No, don't call me. Do not call me. Because I was a nightclub manager, I got all the fake people messaging me, sucking up. I see through it. Yeah, exactly. Like, leave me alone, girl. Do not talk to me. Do not call me. Michelle's Empire said, so sorry you had to just brush off being violated, and I agree. Friends get tired of hearing you, and you get sick of feeling like you're always bitching. No, exactly. Yeah. Because it's like, you just want to get it off your chest, right? You just want to get it off your chest, but it's going to make your bitching. And it's just like, I mean, why not just come on here and talk to you guys? And the thing is, it's like, it just find people that can relate to it then. And some people can't. Or they like, and I'm friends with like a bunch of guys, right? And so guys' natural instinct, actually all my 95% of my friends are guys, 99% of my friends are guys, and men are just automatically programmed to try and find solutions for shit. And so it's like, I'm not looking for a solution to the problem, because the problem, because it's not really a problem. It's just, I want to talk because I'm a female. I like to talk. I'm a talker. Okay. I'm looking for comfort, not solutions. Right. So, and the comfort could just be like, wow. You can literally just be like, wow, fuck those guys. And I would be like, yeah, right. That's all I need. You know, I'm not looking for a solution to my problem. I'm just looking for a, damn, that's crazy. Jared says, and Cali waiters make full amount on which list. Yeah, I hear that. Cost of living is also a lot higher in California. Gotta love Cali. So do people tip 20% in California? I do when I'm there. But I feel like if you get paid minimum wage, plus tips, like your minimum, your hourly really does just like get eaten up by like taxes and stuff. So it really doesn't really make too much of a difference, I wouldn't assume. That's how it is. Like if you like, if for some reason, like your job is a server, but that week you pick up another position's role that's an hourly thing. It's like you don't even see that money because it just gets eaten up by your taxes. Kat says my man is a problem solver. They all are. They all are, girl. I have to start with, so I just want to bitch, not a fix. Yeah, comfort, not solutions. Comfort, not solutions is the biggest thing with men. And they just don't get that. So I'd much rather come to you guys and just like bitch. Andy says, LOL, I went out last night and you could tell staffing was a tiny bit messy. Food was great, but it seemed like both our waitresses were fighting over the tables. Yeah, that sometimes it'd be like that, bro, because it's snakes in the grass. It's sneaky snakes, as y'all call them, okay? Snakes, they want to come in, they want to shark your table. They call them sharks, they call them snakes. Sharking your table is when someone takes a table that's supposed to be yours and claims it as their own. And then people do that. People do that. Or like if they recognize a guest and know they tip well, know they order good wine or whatever, then they'll be like, oh, that's my call party that they come in to see me. They'll lie and say that. They're like, no, they don't. See, the thing, what makes it a good server is if you know that and you're like, no, they don't. They do not do that. And you can call them out and be like, no, you're not going to shark that table for me, bro. Yeah. You guys, I'm exhausted. And then I went to family dinner at Zach's house tonight. That was really nice. I saw his sister. She's very pregnant. She's having her baby in like 2 weeks. She's super pregnant. It was really, really nice to see her and her husband. And I got to see Zach's dad. And they had some friends in from out of town. Especially good records. They requested me, girl. No, they didn't. So we actually have rules at my restaurant where it has to be in the notes on the Open Table app. that we do the reservations on, it has to be in the notes from a manager. They want you as a server. If it's not, they get whoever. And people already know with me, do not try to do that to me because I will call your ass out. I'm like, no, they don't. And I'll ask people, so like you said, you know Joe. And they'll be like, who's Joe? See, Joe, it's my table, bitch. You know, like, we don't have a Joe at the place I work. But yeah. One said, I'm your waitress from now on, but the girl who didn't say that ended up with the tip. At least we got checked on more, lol. I tip people over 20% that serve me good. Oh my God, exactly. They would be like, they asked for me. They did not ask for you. Yeah, America is messed up. Oh, funny story, Kat. So the people that were visiting my friend's family, they're from well, they were living in Australia for a year. The guy is actually from Australia. He's Australian, but the girl is from here and they got married, whatever. They're from Australia, Sydney. They're living in Sydney. And now they just got back to America and they are like still like jet lagged and like, you know, and they're going to be moving to Connecticut soon, but they just flew into Texas like maybe a few days ago with their baby and their dogs here that were moving. They're from Sydney. And then I was thinking about you and Cartini and like I think Anna and like other like, subscribers that are from there's like so you're from New Zealand and then I think right and then Cartini is from New Zealand and then Anna is from Australia and I was thinking about you guys the whole time, but I didn't want to be weird and be like, oh my God, my subscriber. And it would be weird, girl. So I didn't say anything, but I was thinking about y'all the whole time. Andy said, have you heard anything about how Peter's doing? No, I haven't. And I don't really have like a personal relationship with Peter. So I haven't really felt comfortable to just like message him and ask him. Because we're not like, we've only chatted like literally twice. So I don't want to overstep a boundary with that. And I don't want him to like maybe think that I'm just asking him to do like a video or something. So I've been letting it ride. But I've heard the only updates I've heard are the updates that you guys have heard if you watch like Destin or if you guys ask any of them and they have a closer relationship. That's all I know too. Daniela said, agreed, Kat, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Out here in America, people will try to pull you down so they can get ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I know you guys are like different, but it's like the same part of the world, right? So I just was reminded of you guys. I hope I didn't like offend you. Wasn't trying to say that you guys are like the same or like whatever. These are not, but it's just that part of the world. It's like your own little thing, right? And so it just reminded me of you. And they were also talking about New Zealand Airlines or New Zealand Airways or whatever that flight company is. And so then I was thinking New Zealand. Oh my God. So I was thinking about all y'all. Oh, Joellipus. Hello. How are you? Joellipus is in the chat, girl. The girls want to battle. Thank you, babe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Okay, good. Awesome. No offense. Perfect. Yeah. I'm so happy you guys are here listening to me. Joellipus, I just want to say straight up, I don't know if you're here to be shady or if you're here to be a lady. But either way, hello. I welcome you with open arms. And hello. Hey, girl, hey. But yeah, I had a very stressful weekend. And when I was at work, it's like the only thing I want to do. So when I walked out of work, I literally pulled this thing, which I can't show on camera, but I did, out of my purse. And I started walking towards hitting that hoe. I was like, oh my God. I had such a fucking day. I need to smoke this shit right now. I'm so tired. And then went to dinner, and that was nice. Because every time I see Zach is like my best friend. So every time I see him, it's like a mental reset. It's like family, because I mean we're not related, but it's like family and like just like home, you know what I mean? And so it rejuvenates me. It like resets stuff a little bit. So that was really nice. And he also works in the restaurant industry. So he's a chef. So we talk about like the different things that go on and stuff. And Zach had to fire somebody today. So he was like, we were texting. He was like, I had to fire someone today. And I was like, I got like super shitty tips on like high dollar checks, girl. Like I'm going through the gig. So we were just like, oh my God. And then both of us were just kind of like, you know how it is. We didn't want to like, you could tell we didn't want to like go into like details and stuff with each other, but we were just like, girl, thank you. Howdy. What are you guys talking about? Kiwis. Oh, and then you guys also, this does not help. I've been like very, very focused on a caloric deficit because I'm trying to like get rid of my fupa, like straight up. So you guys already know I go to the gym. I've been going to the gym a lot. I've the lowest weight that I've been in 8 years, and I've been really, really working on that kind of shit, like my health journey, whatever. And the thing that I'm focusing on right now is staying in a caloric deficit because I want to lose fat in my stomach area. And I'm toning that area up and working on my muscles and stuff, but that's not going to matter. I can have a fucking 12 pack underneath all this fat, but if I have all this fat on top, you're not going to see it. So I need to get my ass doing the cardio, caloric deficit, and lose fat. And so I've been like eating lettuce all fucking weekend. And so I'm like, your girl just wants a fucking cheeseburger, but I've been just been eating lettuce. Like at the family dinner tonight, they had pizza and like salad. And I had like one piece of pizza because I just, whatever, I needed like some energy from the carbs. And I had like a shit ton of salad. Like I had like 2 big plates of salad. And I was like, and then like yesterday, all I ate was a pack of oatmeal and a pack of oatmeal and a salad with grilled chicken and an apple. That's all I ate yesterday. So it's the worst. Joella Puss says, I want to get back into Zumba. It's the only thing that makes me feel like I'm not working out, but at the same time, I feel like soaked in sweat and the struggle. I love eating. Girl, I love eating too. But it's about what you eat. Like lately, I've been trying to change my like snacking habits. I love a good snack. Okay. So I used to be like hot Cheetos, chips, that whole thing. And lately, I've been going for like apples with crunchy peanut butter. I love that because I like that a lot. And it's cheaper because apples are cheap. They're like fruit. Fruit is cheap. And then I've been going for I love cheese. So I like cheese with it. And so it's like better. It's not like there's obviously sugar in apples and like cheese is like has fat in it and stuff, but like whatever. Like I'm not trying to like change the world or like, you know, eat like a fucking rabbit. I just want to like lose a little weight and like make healthier choices. So I feel like that's a much better choice. And then like if I do want like a chip or something crunchy, I'll eat like a hummus and pita chips. Or I eat also like tortilla chips. I eat a lot of tortilla chips, but that's not like a hot Cheeto. So it's like a little bit better, you know? And then like, yeah. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Um, I know. And then I'm about to start PMSing, so I know I'm just gonna want hot wings and all this stuff. And honestly, like I might cave and get hot wings. I don't know, but I won't get fries with it if I get the hot wings. I'll get a salad, and then I'm taking my ass to the gym like 4 or 5 times this week. I'm not playing. Or actually, one of the days I might just go walk the park, the Memorial Park. It's like 3 miles. It's so if the weather's good. I heard the weather's gonna be bad. Um, So I don't know, but I was thinking if the weather's good, I want to do that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just texting. Pineapple's been good for me. Oh, yes, I love pineapple. The thing is, like, I have to get the pineapple like when it's pre-cut from the store. Because I don't want the frozen stuff. You guys, I have to smell. Hold on. Can you see me if I do this? Not me putting my hand over so you can't see. Sorry. Now it's just this. Because if I duck, I can't duck that far where I am. Night, Jess, thank you so much for coming. Oh yeah, it does. That's the thing. And here's the thing, because people will be like, all the diet, like the skinny people, the diet people, well, they'll be like, food is fuel. I'm like, girl, no, food is fucking food. Like, I like food a lot. Like, I'm all about like good food. And for me, a lot of good food is bad for you. Just straight up. Oh my god, you guys, Mr. Kitty right now. Oh my god, y'all should see Mr. Kitty. You can't see him, but he's literally like fucking like this. He's so cute. His fluffy belly hanging out. Mr. Kitty, you got a fluffy belly hanging out, girl. Master. Mr. Kitty got fluffy bellies. Do you have fluffy bellies? Girl, I'm so jealous. You're eating red velvet cake. I can't have red velvet cake. I like it a lot, but I can't. Actually, do I like red velvet? Not particularly, honestly. It's chocolatey. I'm not really a big chocolate girl. Okay, what if I do this? Okay, I'm gonna get in trouble for doing this. Hello? My parents are yeah, I don't see. I can honestly, there is not a time in my life where I've been able to not wait. I don't know how to phrase. Okay. I can resist cake anytime. Anytime. I'm not a big cake person. Yes, Daniel. Yes. If you're partaking in a little bit of the Mary Jane with me tonight, leave me a little tree comment in the chat because you know your girl loves her trees. And I feel so much better. Oh, by the way, you guys, these gummies are so good. THCO, they're by Vance Global. Rich has a code with them if you want to use this code. I don't know what his code is, but it's one in some of his videos. But it's they're freaking good. But you can't eat a whole one in one sitting because you'll end up literally fucked up. You have to eat just like a little bit of one. I'm gonna just like eat this half. And when this hits, we gotta go. My weakness is Starbucks brown sugar shaken espresso with whole milk and hazelnut. So good. I'm not really a coffee person. It's not the sweets for me. It's not the sweets for me. It's the it's like the fried food, right? The fried food. And like the stuff that's like you shouldn't eat a lot, like the mainly I guess really mainly the fried food. Because I like pasta, but I don't eat a lot of pasta because I used to be like 300 pounds and I went on keto. This is a few like years ago. And I did keto. And with keto, you can't eat like obviously any carbs or sugar. And so when I you said you were living off 100 milligrams, girl, 100 milligrams. I had a Each one of these is 50. And when I ate the entire one, I was like literally so fucked up. Like I was out at this bar and it hit. And I was like, and it was like a Wednesday, but this bar was popping. It was like sardines in this bitch. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I wasn't even drunk. I was just like stoned. And I was like, oh my God. I told my friend, I was like, Juliet, we have to leave. I'm too fucked up to be here. Because it's like the thing with this one is THCO. And so it's like 10 times stronger than THC. And it has psychedelic properties to it too. It's like the psychedelic marijuana. So like the floor was getting wavy, girl. And like I was like, oh my God. I was getting so paranoid. I was like, oh my God. We're walking in like this nice ass part of Houston. And I'm like thinking everybody's gonna like try and steal my purse or whatever. I don't know. I was like tripping. And then I got home and then I like lay down on my bed, and I kid you not, I felt like my bed was floating in the ocean. And I was just like along for the ride, girl. It was a lot. And I was so stoned for like the entire night. But like psychedelically stoned. Which is different. I don't know. I almost had like an ego death moment, if you guys know what that is. Girl, it was a lot, girl. It was a lot. But yeah, what was I talking about before that? Yeah, I can resist sweets anytime. Sweets are not my weakness. It's like fast food and fried food and stuff. And the thing is, I don't really smoke to get high. That's not like my goal. It's for anxiety and stuff. So if I ever get high, it's like not really the intention. I'm not like smoking to get stoned. I'm like smoking to not be an awkward weirdo and not have my brain like turn off a little bit to where I can like function. Can I just say something real quick? And if you're still here, that's okay. Is this like really the Joellapus, or is this like another person with the same name? Because like, if it's really the Joellapus, I'm kind of shocked that you're being so nice to me. But I love it. Because there's nothing but love. But I'm like shook. Toasted coconut on top of what? Oh, carrot cake? Okay. But the one cake that I like will just have at least, honestly, not even a whole piece, because I can't eat that much sweet. I cannot eat that much sweet shit in one sitting. I just don't like it, girl. But carrot cake. Yes, I will have a couple bites of that carrot cake. If there's a carrot cake, I will have some of it. But not the, oh, you know what, girl? No, you're not making me break my diet because I don't want carrot cake. But I'm not gonna eat the whole thing, but like, damn. I haven't had carrot cake in forever. We have to stop talking about cake. We cannot talk about cake anymore. You guys, no more cake. Actually, I don't know. I think I'm just high. Toasted coconut on top. Have you guys ever been to Cheddar's? Cheddar's has this drink. It's like a pina colada with like toasted coconut on the rim of the glass. It's so good. That sounds so good. Oh my God. Carrot cake is like really superior to all cake. Though it really is. Does this place that I always go to have? I feel like it does. And I never get it. That's because I never order dessert. I'm not a dessert person. So if I bought a piece of carrot cake from a restaurant or something, I would have it for like a few days before I eat the whole thing, because I just can't. I just physically can't eat the whole thing in one sitting. But it sounds so good. But I will not be in a caloric deficit if I eat a piece of carrot cake at all. I will have to like run so much. We have to stop talking about cake. We can't talk about cake anymore. You can't. It's not going to be a thing. Well, let's talk about healthy food. Let's talk about our favorite vegetables. Oh no. Not our favorite vegetables, girl. Absolutely not. Is Chime still here? Chime, if you're still here, show yourself. Okay, American Princess is the literally the MVP for changing the topic to vegetables. My favorite vegetables are broccoli, green beans, and sometimes spinach. I like carrots. I know we were just talking about carrot cake, but like low key carrots in general is one of my favorite vegetables. I love carrots, like roasted carrots or whatever. That's funny. I don't really like asparagus that much. I like green beans. Green beans and carrots, like my favorite. Ooh, I love goat cheese. Goat cheese is so good. It depends on the kind of goat cheese, but I like goat cheese a lot. Yes, let's talk about how roasted carrots sound good, not carrot cake, roasted carrots. I know that I'm like, I really am. It's like I like carrots a lot, which is like so funny because I was like going on about the carrot cake, and then like favorite vegetable is carrots. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. I thought I was gonna start uncontrollably laughing like that one time I did. Do you guys? Who was here for that one time? That one time that I was like really ducked and puffed, a lot of duck and puffs, and I was like just got the giggles on camera, and I just could not stop laughing, and it was so funny. Have I heard the whole boiled egg weight loss thing? Do I think it's BS? Like eating hard boiled eggs for weight loss? I don't know if that's what it is. I'm not sure if that's BS or not because there's a lot of protein. I don't eat hard boiled eggs like that, but I eat eggs like that a lot because they fill you up and they're protein. Oh, Brussels sprouts are good too. I like Brussels sprouts a lot too. I'm getting so hungry now. I guess I just ate a salad. I haven't been eating enough. Caloric deficit. I'm not really I mean, I'll eat asparagus. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll eat it, but I don't really like it. I'm like not gonna order it. You know, if it comes with it, whatever, I'll eat it. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to order it, and I definitely don't go out of my way to buy it. That's funny. Mm-hmm. Is this like asparagus? Swiss asparagus with steak? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I'd much rather have like green beans with steak or like broccoli. Wait, why would they put asparagus inside gumbo? Oh, somebody I used to work with put hard-boiled eggs in gumbo, and I was like, no, I'm good, because they like soak up they like turn a different color because it's like soaks up the roux from the gumbo. It's like weird. It's like weird. Really? So I like my broccoli. I mean, obviously I love cheese, so I love a good cheesy broccoli. But the way I like to eat broccoli is with just like salt, pepper, and lemon juice. So good and like healthy too. And if you really want to get crazy, you can put a little butter on it. But literally just like lemon juice, salt, and pepper. So good. So bright. This flavor is so bright and it's healthy as fuck. I read somewhere that like broccoli eaten raw was like one of the healthiest things you can eat. And raw broccoli, but I can't eat it just without any. I have to have ranch. If you're gonna eat broccoli raw, you have to have ranch, but like the good ranch. Oh, sweet potatoes are good. Oh, I'm a garlic fiend, bro. I like put garlic on everything. I have so much garlic. I put garlic on everything. I love garlic. I love garlic. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna end the chat, guys. I'm honestly like I'm starving. I'm so hungry. After talking about this, I have to eat something, and I have to go to bed. So I'm so tired. After the weekend that I had, after being sexually harassed at work by that freaking creep. By the way, this live stream got demonetized a long time ago. If anybody was wondering. So I said I was stoned. I ducked and puffed really badly. I said sexually harassed, which I can't say on YouTube. I said fuck a million times. I was demonetized like an hour ago. So I don't know if this is gonna stay up or not, by the way. But yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm so tired. I had such a long weekend. Thank you guys for just being here to talk with me and like listen and just like comfort, not solutions, or just like whatever. Because it means so much to have a little community here that I can just come on and just like just talk about my day, you know? And it's like I'm just gonna get it out there. It's like honestly very healing too, just to be able to come out and if there's something going on, just come online, talk about it, and then get it off your chest, you know? So I love it. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. Here's a side note before we go. You guys, I'm trying to become a morning person. I really am. But I'm just like not. Like my body naturally will wake up at like 10, 10:30, 11. And that's like when I want to wake up. But I'm trying to be someone who can wake up at like 8 or 9. But I can't. I have a hard time. So anyway, I'm gonna try to wake up early in the morning. I probably won't, but but I'm gonna go to the gym, get some work done. I have a video ready for tomorrow. I just have to finish editing it, so that'll be up tomorrow afternoon. And then I'm gonna do some research for this new, exciting long form content video, you guys. I'm so excited about that. So yes, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me, Alexa, Kat, Charlotte. Melanie, Daniela, John, Andy. Who else is here? So I could say bye to you. Send me a little. Who is it? Daniel was in here. So we're talking about being American Princess, Kat, Andy. Who's still here? Oh my God. Joella Puss, if you're still here. Bye, guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, who sent super chats and who liked the stream. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't liked the stream yet and you've been hanging out, like the stream. And yeah, I love you so much. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. 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 Hello.